Hey, good Sunday evening, everyone. February 15th, 2026, and finally seeing a little wet weather here in the area. At least many areas picking up over a half an inch across southern Illinois, and we'll take any wet weather we can get at this point as we are needing the rain, especially in some of the creeks. If you've driven over Wren Lake here recently, you know what I'm talking about. One of the driest winters on record so far. But there you go, Chester, the big winter coming in about an inch and a half or so. Elsewhere across southern Illinois, totals less than an inch, and especially across southeastern Illinois, anywhere from, say, Metropolis along US Highway 45 to Harrisburg. Areas there actually picking up less than a half an inch, and in some spots, even less than a quarter of an inch of rain. And I've had some folks say, hey, well, why do we need the rain? I've got some mud in my backyard. We've had the snow melt, now a little rain on top. But when I show you the drought monitor here, some spots in southern Illinois are in severe drought. Again, one of the driest winters on record. So we are getting to a point where we still need a lot of rain. Check out the view a Sunday evening across southern Illinois. This is a view from out of Marion, looking back towards the south and west. And starting to see some fog develop here this evening. Skies cleared out Sunday afternoon, and behind that, we started to see that once temperatures fell, that we've got some fog developing. We expect that to be pretty thick overnight and into early Monday morning. I know some kids maybe have the day off school on Monday for President's Day. Maybe you've got the day off work. Just be aware if you head out early Monday morning that we do have dense fog advisories in place, and it could be very, very foggy here across southern Illinois. Record warm temperatures ahead for us this week. We're going to enjoy just a nice taste of some spring-like weather as we do anticipate temperatures to climb into the 70s by the middle of the week. Of course, anytime that we start talking about near record high temperatures in the wintertime, especially in February, well, we start to get a little concerned about the chance for some stronger storms. We'll talk a little bit more about that here in just a minute, but keeping an eye right now maybe on late in the day on Thursday. That's another strong storm system. Behind that, then we see temperatures cooling back, at least returning closer to seasonal normals towards the end of at least into next weekend. Temperatures next 5 days, low 60s Monday, mid 60s Tuesday. Wednesday and Thursday, right now expected to be the two warmest days with afternoon highs in the lower 70s. And then there's the cool down towards the end of the week. Friday, afternoon high only in the mid 50s. Record highs Wednesday, Thursday, though. 73 right now, the forecast for both days, Wednesday and Thursday. The records are right there. 73, the record on Wednesday, 72, the record on Thursday. So that's right. We are forecasting a broken record. A record falling on Thursday afternoon. That record dates all the way back to 1930, so some fairly old records as well. We appreciate you joining us. We appreciate all the businesses that support us here at Nickhausen Weather. And these weekly weather videos are brought to you by Clark Mix On-Site Concrete. Great chance to maybe save some money if you're going to do some concrete work coming up this spring. They just mix right there in the big old truck. You might see that going down the highway, and that saves you time. It saves you money. You're not going to have a lot of waste that you're paying for, and to be honest, they're just great folks to work with. So again, if you've got any projects coming up that need some concrete work this spring, make sure you're giving Clark Mix On-Site Concrete a call. All right, here's that 5-day forecast. President's Day, Monday, afternoon high in the low 60s. Should be a pretty nice day. Tuesday is going to be a very windy day, but at least we'll be back in the mid 60s. Wednesday, overall, should be probably the pick day of the week. As we get into Thursday, tracking a chance for a few showers and thunderstorms. Temperature still in the low 70s, but we do have a chance for a little bit of rain showing up on Thursday as well. And then there's that cool down. Maybe another system that's going to track through our area Friday night could bring us more in the way of wet weather. So let's time everything out here as we go throughout the week. Monday is a dry day. Tuesday, a dry day. Wednesday morning, a couple showers skirt just to our north. Not anticipate that to have an impact here in southern Illinois. But as we get into Thursday, here we go. We've got a couple showers, maybe a few thunderstorms, especially towards the afternoon and evening hours on Thursday. Right now, keeping an eye on some areas, maybe just to our east, out across, say, Indiana, back into Kentucky. I think that's going to be where the better dynamics are with this next system. But we're close enough that we might see just a couple of stronger storms that kind of slide through, at least develop right on top of us Thursday late in the day and then into early Friday morning. And then Friday night and into Saturday morning, there's another storm system there that could bring us a little bit more in the way of light rain. That's not going to bring us any severe weather by Saturday morning, as that will be on the cooler side of the system, but keeping an eye maybe for a chance for a few more showers there in the forecast. As far as rainfall goes, next 5 days, well, it's kind of slim pickings here. Even if we have a few showers and storms on Thursday, overall, the better risk likely to our east and southeast for heavier rain. Only expecting maybe less than 1/10 of an inch is the forecast or so. So again, even looking out ahead the next 2 weeks, not anticipating widespread significant rain. The chance for seeing an inch or more over the next 14 days in total, still less than 70 or 80% in some areas. So that's not really the greatest odds here as we head towards the end of this month. But again, for those that may have storm anxiety, of course, make sure you've got a way that you can get some alerts this week. You can do that on the Nick Housen weather app. We'll track all of this. Again, if you do get real worked up about storms, at this point, I don't think it's anything to get too worked up about on Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening, just something to keep an eye on. And we'll keep you up to date here throughout the week as well. In the meantime, enjoy the warmth. Keep an eye out. We may even see some early season flowers trying to peek their way out of the ground, and really enjoy those 60s and 70s this week.